Well, hey there, folks. It's Mr. MegaManFan, and welcome back to another video, I guess. And today we're going to open up the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. Just released today, pre-ordered through Best Buy. I did not get any pre-order bonuses of any kind. No magnets, no stickers, no keychains. So, whatever. I don't care about that. It's alright. I just want this collection. And according to Modern Vintage Gamer, everything in this collection is not remastered. It is just Nintendo Switch emulating the Nintendo 64 and GameCube and Wii. I guess a data miner got a hold of the game early before the release date, dumped it, and found the emulators inside. To me, that's good news because it means Switch Online could easily support Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii games if they so chose to. They haven't chose to, but they could in the future. As you can see in here, we have artwork from all the games included in the collection: Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Many people have made note of the fact that Super Mario Galaxy 2 was not mentioned in the trailer a couple of weeks ago, is not included on this collection, and seems to have been forgotten about altogether. This is why I referenced the fact that it's okay that all of these games are running on emulators on the Switch, because that means Super Mario Galaxy 2 could easily be run the exact same way. Now, when I say emulators, I should note that the emulator for Nintendo 64 is doing some up-resing of the textures, which modern emulators for PCs do the exact same thing. They smooth out textures, they upscale the resolution. These are all things that you would expect from an emulator, so it's not emulating the exact look of a Nintendo 64 in the 1990s. It's emulating it and then converting it to a modern 1080 display. Perhaps we need a different word for it, like emulation plus. Like if you really wanted to do emulation for the 90s as the 90s looked, then downscale your RetroPie with HDMI out, get it converted to a composite signal and plug it into a cathode ray tube television, and then you can have emulation that is exactly one-to-one the same, even though it'll probably be slower due to lag and whatnot. Which is the other thing that people are going to be concerned about with emulating is, if it's not remastered for modern systems, will there be lag converting everything from the emulator to the Switch to the controls on the Switch? I'm not going to think that's a huge problem, especially if they have a day one patch for it. I think the lag would be minuscule at best, and I'm not one of those snobs that's ultra picky about lag, unless it's like multiple seconds of lag where you push a button and nothing happens for 3 or 4 seconds, then I would find that vexing. But if it's like a tenth of a second or a millisecond, that's going to matter to super ultra hardcore speed runners, which I am definitely not. So for me, input lag is not a problem. I'm also going to say if they patched out some of the glitches that speedrunners use in Mario 64, like the backwards jump, that's not going to bother me either. Again, not a speedrunner, so that kind of thing is not my problem. If it is for you, then play it on authentic hardware. But if you've been waiting for a great way to play a licensed version of these games, this collection from now till the end of March 2021 will be your way to do it. And for me, it's actually more comfortable to play it on a Switch with these controls than to hold a Nintendo 64 controller, which I don't hate. It's just not the super most comfortable controller that you can ever use. It wasn't back then, it still isn't today. But there you go. The Super Mario 3D collection is out today, and most retailers have multiple copies of it from what I've seen, so perhaps concerns about pre-ordering the collection were somewhat overrated. But once you get it, it includes these 3 games and soundtracks for those games as a bonus. I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching.